When Lewis Hamilton was announced as a Ferrari driver, many imagined he would quickly take the lead role within the Italian team. After all, we are talking about a seven-time world champion, with a resume that places him among the greatest in Formula One history. Expectations were that he would immediately become the technical and competitive reference, pushing Ferrari back to its glory days. However, the opening rounds of the 2025 season revealed a very different reality, even surprising the most experienced paddock analysts. What few expected was that, despite all the hype surrounding his arrival, it would be Charles Leclerc taking center stage on the track, setting the pace and appearing far more comfortable with the team's complex car. And this weekend, on the eve of the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Lewis Hamilton publicly admitted what many had already noticed. Charles Leclerc is currently operating on a higher technical and emotional level. And this superiority is not just about race or qualifying results. It's a combination of driving style, adaptation to the car's demands, and above all, raw talent to extract performance from a machine that offers very little help. Hamilton recently revealed that he has been closely studying Leclerc's onboard footage. He's been trying to understand how his teammate manages to make a car, considered unstable by many, respond so precisely. And according to his own words, what he saw left him stunned. Before we dive into the technical details of these observations and what they reveal about Ferrari's current internal dynamics, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and stay with us until the end so you don't miss a single detail. And if you want to keep up with even more exclusive Formula One content, don't forget to check out the second channel linked in the description. There you'll find deep analyses, behind-the-scenes stories, and frequent updates that don't show up in mainstream coverage. Take a look and turn on the notifications there too. But what exactly did Hamilton see in Leclerc's driving that impressed him so much? The core issue lies in the car's behavior. Ferrari's current model is known for being temperamental, demanding extreme precision, and punishing even the smallest mistakes. In this challenging environment, Leclerc adopted a highly aggressive driving style. His preference for an oversteering setup is unusual among top-tier drivers. Most of them, especially experienced ones like Hamilton, opt for a setup that favors stability. They want a rear end that is firm, providing confidence during braking and consistency when exiting corners. Leclerc, on the other hand, seems to thrive in chaos. He drives right at the edge of grip, letting the rear slide in a controlled manner, trusting his instincts to keep the car balanced at moments when most would lift off the throttle. Hamilton, with nearly 20 seasons in elite motorsport, understands better than anyone how dangerous an unpredictable car can be. And despite all his experience and titles, he admitted he is struggling to find the same confidence Leclerc has already displayed. The consistency with which Leclerc delivers performance has become a technical reference within the team. While Hamilton spends his weekends trying different setups, tweaking ride height, differential settings, and brake balance, Leclerc often settles on a setup early and sticks with it. That confidence has paid off, especially in qualifying sessions. In Bahrain, for instance, Leclerc was 0.6 of a second faster than Hamilton. For two drivers in the same car, that gap is massive and concerning. Even though Hamilton finished 5th on Sunday, the perception was already cemented. Leclerc is more comfortable, more instinctive, and more precise with this specific car. But the advantage goes beyond pure speed. This weekend marks Charles Leclerc's 131st Grand Prix with Ferrari, placing him behind only legends like Michael Schumacher, Kimi Raikkonen, and Felipe Massa in terms of races with the team. That experience matters. It's not just about time in Formula One, it's about deep institutional knowledge. Leclerc knows how Ferrari reacts under pressure, how the engineering team operates in different situations, and where to push or back off. These are layers of understanding that Hamilton, despite his immense talent, is still building. There's also the matter of technical transition. Hamilton is adapting to a completely different environment after more than a decade with Mercedes. The working philosophy is different, the materials are distinct, and even the brake pedal behavior, supplied by a different manufacturer, requires relearning. To casual fans, these changes might seem minor, but for a professional driver, Every detail has a direct impact on performance. Imagine changing all your tools and methods after 20 years of mastering a particular system. That's the challenge Hamilton is facing. And although he stated that he learned more last weekend than in all previous races combined, the adaptation process is still ongoing. One of the most revealing aspects of this situation is Hamilton's attitude toward these challenges. During his time at Mercedes, he had the freedom to shape the car to fit his style. The team revolved around his preferences and supported him entirely. At Ferrari, the reality is different. He must adapt to the car, not the other way around. He's changing inputs, adjusting braking habits, relearning how to rotate the car through corners, and most importantly, he's analyzing Leclerc's footage in detail to understand how to match his efficiency. This shows humility, but also determination. Hamilton understands that to win in 2025, he has to evolve. Leclerc has set a new benchmark, and Hamilton is pushing to reach it. That's the most striking point. Leclerc isn't just faster. Hamilton, one of the greatest in history, acknowledges it, and is actively changing his approach to compete on equal terms. And if there's one thing we've learned about Hamilton over the years, it's that you should never count him out. He may be behind for now, but once he figures things out, he usually delivers something spectacular. The next test will be in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. It's a high-speed circuit with fast corners, minimal elevation changes, and extremely smooth asphalt. It's the kind of track that tests a driver's confidence and strips away many variables that have masked Ferrari's true potential so far. And in that environment, the contrast between Leclerc and Hamilton could become even more apparent. For Leclerc, Jeddah is familiar ground. He's already proven he can extract the most from the car when it matters. For Hamilton, it could be the turning point, the place where his adaptation finally translates into real results. And that could impact more than just championship points. It could reshape the team's internal dynamic. Ferrari brought Hamilton in to lead, to bring back the winning spirit. But at the moment, it's Leclerc setting the tone. He's delivering performance, emotional stability, and has become the central figure in the garage. That changes everything. The big question now is, can Hamilton turn the tables? Will all the behind-the-scenes work, his technical commitment, and his drive to evolve finally pay off? Because with each passing race, this internal battle gains weight. Every practice session, every qualifying round, every radio message builds this storyline. And for now, it's favoring Leclerc. But that's what makes it so compelling. Because if there's one driver capable of reversing the situation, it's Lewis Hamilton. He's not at Ferrari for nostalgia, he's there to win. And if he starts closing the gap in Jeddah, it won't just be a sign of progress, it'll be a warning to Leclerc and the entire grid. In Formula One, it's not just about who has the fastest car, it's about who truly owns it. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Charles Leclerc has fully taken control at Ferrari? Or will we still witness one of Lewis Hamilton's trademark comebacks? Can the Italian team manage two drivers fighting for supremacy? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe for more in-depth Formula One breakdowns, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Because if the season started this intense, imagine what's coming when the rivalry reaches its peak. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay tuned.